Canadian show, North American radio show, and now worldwide show, the LizyT Blog Talk Radio Show. She wants to know who you are, what you do, your contact info, anything new. And now welcome the amazing LizyT.
Hello, and welcome, everyone. How are you doing this beautiful weekend? I know some of you are enjoying this wonderful weather wherever you are in the world, and hopefully, where you are right now, it is not as cold as some of you are expressing to me in some places, and especially South America. But here in North America, it's wonderful, and we're enjoying every single bit of it. As you know, every day we have incredible authors, incredible business people, incredible entrepreneurs, incredible coaches. And today, everyone is not going to be the exception. It's funny, we've been talking behind the scene with this incredible lady that you see on the screen, and it looks like we crossed paths. Isn't it incredible? Sometimes you figure that because this is a big world, a lot of people you don't know a lot of people, but that sometimes is not the case. So I'm very honored to be able to talk to this lady that has an incredible story, and um, this could not be one of the exceptions. So it is out of the norm, but we're here to share with you uh, this lady's story, and she has accomplished, and much more that she's going to be doing throughout this incredible career of hers for the last 5 years, as she mentioned. And because she's able to travel all over the world, she's been touching different cultures and different countries, and coaching and helping people from all over the world. So let me give you, everyone, a little bit of background for you to have an incredible idea who is this lady, and what is she is all about, and what she's accomplished. Her name, as you can see on the screen, is Lorna Blake. She is an international, and with all the words capital, speaker, coach, author, and real estate investor. My cup of tea. Love to invest in real estate. Uh, a lot of people say this is not a good time, but this is a perfect time. Born to a poor teenager mom rule in Jamaica, she is overcome powerful poverty, abandonment, abuse in her early years. And today, Lorna is a world traveler with a powerful success story. She's lived in 5 countries, and she just mentioned to me that she came from Taiwan or Indonesia, one of those places. She's going to correct me. She has traveled for nearly 20 and inspired thousands globally. She's a future author with the book. We're going to hear it, no more chains, and it is for a change of an anthology in 2018. Her stories was highlighted in the film and documentary the same name in 2019. Her first solo book, Born to Raise, a journey from setbacks to overbacks, and a lesson learned of a biography that was released 2023. She has won several awards, including an International Impact Book Award, and has featured screened international magazine in 2024 as a hot pick for a Hollywood pick. She has shared the stage with top speakers, including Rum everyone, the yes, the only, Tony Robbins, top business strategies, Anthony DiMaio, and Oprah Winfrey. No way. Life partners, Stedman Graham. Lorna has recently honor with the Presidential Life Achievement Award. That is crazy, and I'm so honor and privilege for her to be able to share my little stage here with the world. And let's welcome her with another wonderful round of applause. Hello, hello, beautiful. How are you
Ah,
doing?
oh my goodness. I'm so honored and delighted to be with you. Thank you so much for having me on your platform and thank you for your wonderful introduction.
But you know what? This is all you because one of the things that I notice, Lorna, that when we on a roll, when we travel, when we do things that we're not even thinking what step we've taken in order for us to move forward, to go to that next step in our business, in our careers, and our as life as an author, and then somebody else asks us, "Can you write me your biography?" And then you start noticing or writing down step by step, yeah, I did that in 2019, I did that in 2020, I did that. And all of a sudden, did I do
Yeah.
all those things? Is she talking about me? Can be.
Yeah.
It has to be somebody else.
Yeah. I think you're right about that, Lizzie. It's fascinating.
Hello? I think we need to get closer to the little phone there. Sorry, I can't hear you, Lorna. Hello? Okay, Lorna, I am going to be removing you off the platform if you don't mind logging back in again. Hopefully, we're able to connect with you again. So I'm removing you if you don't mind logging back on.
I will try again.
Okay,
Okay.
I can hear you now. I can hear you now. I don't know what happened. I don't
Okay.
know
All
what
right.
happened. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if the connections where you are in the hotel, sometimes that's a little issue, but
Mm-hmm.
you're perfectly fine now.
Okay.
Lorna,
Uh-huh.
one of the things that I noticed by reading your biography, it wasn't all wonderful. Your life wasn't always roses. You had your family, your mother was from humble beginnings. You
Mm-hmm.
went through issues with abuse and all that. How do you
Mm.
see what can you say to my audience that has taken you from here from there to here? What have you done? How have you overcome? What
Mm.
happened in your life that you say, you know what, this is what happened to me in my past is not going to define me who I can be in the future.
That's a great question. And I think, if I were to track back, what happened was I le-
Okay, we cut off again, Lorna. Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm gonna remove you right now. Hopefully, the reconnection will help out. So I'm gonna remove you, and if you don't mind logging back on. Okay. So it happens. We are right now live with Lorna Blake. She is an author, an entrepreneur. She was talking about her humble beginnings and this has been a challenge for a lot of people that are here. When I have a very interesting story, when something major is happening, I don't know what is going on, what happens, things like that just doesn't connect. But I am trusting that this is going to be a great beginning for an incredible interview. And I'm hoping that you can hang in there. Her name is Lorna Blake. And one of the things that I wanted to do with everyone is share her website, because this is something that I will be asking to her anyways, is to share her social media. And so we will get that out of the way. So for you that are listening to us right now, um, this is her website is lornablake.com, and it's an incredible website. So take a look, everyone. It is a great work, and this is incredible. So just bear with me. And our guest is back on right now. So that's good news. So this is her website, and we'll have an. I was just sharing with the audience your website before we get that out of the get this out of the way right away for you to be able to connect with Lorna. Um, and is I'm powerful yourself. So can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Beautiful,
me?
beautiful. Yes,
Okay,
wonderful and
great.
clear. So we were talking about your humble beginnings then and
Hmm.
now, and you were saying that was a good question, and all of a sudden I couldn't hear you anymore.
Oh, I hope that we're going to be able to hear you're going to be able to hear me now. So, are you able to
Yep.
hear me
Good,
still?
good,
Okay,
good, good.
great. So, yeah, I was saying to you that, when I moved to Canada alone at age 19, I thought I left everything, the poverty and the issues behind, but I began years of endless struggle where nothing seemed to be working out for me. And so I lived in a state of constant victimization and victimhood. And it was through a women's center that I learned assertiveness training. And it sounds really simple, but it was a game changer for me in terms of how it allowed me to change my life for good.
Wow. So it took a support in order for you to realize that what happened to me in the past, my growing up, my humble beginnings, it does not define. It is interesting that how you point out that sometimes, not all the time, but a lot of powerful people just like yourself, we need that extra help from a group, from a counselor, from a coach, and we think we can do it ourselves, but it takes sometimes a coach or a counselor, somebody that or a group in your case that is able to allow you to see your potential. And I think that definitely help you when you were able to see that you can also help others just like yourself. Hello. Oh no, this is not good.
Hello?
Yes.
Testing, testing.
Yeah, I
Okay, you're able to hear me again?
yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, it's fascinating to me that that women's center is still in operation, and it came full circle because I went to social work school, um, because I wanted to be able to help other people, so that they can, overcome their issues like myself. And so I had the opportunity to graduate with an honors degree in social work.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Congratulations,
so
congratulations. That deserves
thank
another
you.
round. So, from a coach to helping others and traveling all over the world, as we were talking behind the scene, your husband it travels through work, and you are able to do that as well through his work. Um, where do you have the time to to write and what what happened? Tell us a little bit about the inspiration. About you have written about three books so far, right?
Mhm, correct.
Where,
Mhm.
where do you get the inspiration and the time?
That's so great a question. Part of it is the anthologies that I've participated in before. Just writing a little bit about myself,
Mm,
I would get feedback, incredible feedback from the people who read, and they'd say, it's like you're just whetting our appetite. We want more, want to
mm.
learn more.
Yeah. Okay, you cut off again. I hope it's not your cell phone. This never ever happened before, especially with this platform. I've used other platforms before, and this is the most stable platform that I've used for interviews. So I'm not sure if it's your connection over there, but I'm hoping that you can. Hello. I removed you and I put you back in. Hopefully, I can get you back, Lorna. This is such an incredible story, and I am so not liking this.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
there it
Are you
is.
able to hear me?
Yeah, I can
Uh-huh.
hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay,
So
great.
we're showing everyone this incredible book, Born to Race. This is your latest. And
Correct.
my goodness, I love you. You are such a beautiful lady, gorgeous. I know
Thank
makeup
you.
has to do with a lot, but is still your cover is just incredible. So tell us a little bit about Born to Raise, a journey from setbacks to comebacks to lessons learned. How long has it been since you've published this book?
So this book was published in 2023. It's an autobiographical account of my early life, right? It's the latest work and it's my first solo book. So, what it is that I take readers on a personal journey of some of my major life setbacks, my comebacks, and some of the lessons that I've learned along the way. And it's where I would say I've allowed myself to rise up like a phoenix rises from the ashes, where I free myself from some of the voices of fear and
Right.
shame from my past that would have held me captive at different points. And it's where I actually claim my brighter future while being of service to others.
Love it. Love it. What is the feedback that you have received so far, Lorna, from this book? I assume that if it's not bestseller now, it's probably in its way of becoming a bestseller. What people have to say to you, and we know that there is a lot of people around the world going through similar issues and similar challenges, similar problems as yours. And by reading this, people can say, I can definitely sympathize. I can definitely identify. I've gone through this. This helped me to move, to look back and say, I've learned from those lessons. Tell us a little bit about the feedback. Hello? No. Oh my goodness. I'm going to take you back off. Hopefully, we can get you back in. Lorna?
Hello, hello.
Yep.
Hello,
Gotcha.
hello.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the feedback, Lizzie, has been amazing. Um, there are people who are feeling that it's giving them an opportunity to see past the darkness, past the challenges, to um, to possibilities for their life, um, where they didn't see light. They're seeing light at the end of the tunnel for themselves.
Mm.
Um, they're seeing a sense of hopefulness.
Hope, yes.
um, there's opportunity for them to forgive and move forward. There is a lot, and I don't just share my story. I actually share some strategies. As a coach, that's one of the things that coaches are known to do. You provide strategies for people to not just learn from your story, but how can they move forward? And so, in doing so, I think that really makes a difference for how the readers interact with the story. So they're not just able to hear my story or read my story, but they're able to see how, in their own situation, they can use some of the strategies to move forward where they may be feeling stuck.
Wow. And this is really one of the key factor of a book or a coaching um, strategist person as you are, that you're able to take your life's lessons and apply it to my life lessons. How can I move forward? It's kind of like an exercise book. I can hear mostly, not just a straight read.
You got
You're
it.
a Yeah, yeah. So that way you can apply the things that you're really, and it's kind of like going to school. How can I do step one if I haven't even start on step zero and then move on and so forth? Good for you. And
Thank
and
you.
yeah, this is definitely going to help a lot of people that are probably going through similar ordeals and trials and tribulations as you went through, and it's helped you to move forward. And here you are, an international speaker, international best writer, and international speaker. And talking about that, Lorna, you have a big speaking engagement coming now in Toronto on August the 10th. And can you tell the audience a little bit more about it? I'm crossing my fingers that you're still there.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm hoping I am. Am I?
Yes, you are.
Awesome. Awesome. So the conference is the Empower Each Other International Conference. It's it's going to be taking place at the Parkdale Hall, and it's bringing together um, entrepreneurs, artists, academics, advocates, people who work with nonprofits, so a wide range of different people. And the premise or the objective is empowerment on multiple levels. So
Wow.
it's going to be covering personal empowerment, cultural empowerment, social empowerment, psychological empowerment, economic empowerment, spiritual empowerment, to name some of the different areas covered. And I'm blessed and honored that I'll be speaking on personal empowerment. My topic is going to be how to bounce back from setbacks, and based on my book, is one of the things that I know how to do very well. Right, that's one of my expertise, is
Of
being able
course.
to help people with learning how to cultivate resilience in their life. So I'm honored that that will be my topic, but there are lots of great speakers who will be covering economic empowerment, social, cultural, spiritual empowerment, psychological empowerment, to name some of the areas. And the conference, I believe, runs from 9 a.m. on Saturday. Um,
Yes.
my,
It is
my
August the
presentation
10th, everyone. August the 10th.
August 10th.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
with
And it's
Lorna, and the name of the plays because I love to share this throughout my social media. As a matter of fact, we will be Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, obviously on my YouTube channel. So for people that are listening right now, and they will be listening throughout the week, because I will be advertising them, especially in Instagram. People, business people, just kind of geared towards Instagram nowadays. So where is the location? Is there a link also that you can share for people to sign up, or they just show up?
They can definitely show up, and it's free for people who live in Toronto. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so the people who are traveling internationally, there is a fee, but for people who are local to Toronto, yeah, it's free, and I'm really excited about that. It's the Parkdale Hall, and I don't have the address um,
And it's okay.
handy.
We will.
I'm I'm concerned that if I click off that I might lose
No,
you because
no worries,
that's what I've
Lorna.
been doing.
The
Mhm.
Parkdale Hole, I will search it and I will definitely tag you on Instagram for
Perfect.
people to be able to connect and get the address. And this is in Parkdale in Toronto.
In Toronto, that's correct. It's the Parkdale Hall. And also, I mean, one of the things that will bring it up if you were to just do a search for Empower Each Other International Conference, it's going to pop right up.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And this is actually downtown Toronto, if I'm not mistaken.
It's correct.
Yes, so the Parkdale Hall, everyone, I just found it, and you will be able to see it right here on my social media, and you will be able to see the links as well throughout throughout my social media platforms. So not to worry, it's right there right now. Is that the Parkdale Hall, Toronto, and the address is very simple. It is on. Downtown Toronto is 1605 the Queen Street in Toronto. 161605 Queen Street, Toronto. And again, it will be on my social media as well for you to be able to connect with Lorna. Lorna, you still there?
I am. I hope I'm still
Beautiful,
live.
beautiful, beautiful. Lorna, one of the things that I love to ask you, and unfortunately you are not going to be the exception to this, is people that are listening to us right now and they're seeing you, this glorious, wonderful, um, successful person, international bestseller, speaker, all of, and there are where you were a while ago and they don't see a end of the tunnel light, they don't see that they can move forward, they see challenges. What would you advise? um, I mean, I know you have many, the book is right there for you to be able to connect with her and get tips, but I'd love for you to feed just a little bit of nuggets for me, for my audience that are wondering, how can I get to where Lorna is right now? What are my first, second, or just any tips that'll give us your words of wisdom?
For sure, and it's my absolute pleasure to be on your show and to be able to share with your audience. I feel that the first step I would say is to recognize, and this is something that I had to come to terms with, is that the universe, life, the higher power, whatever you call that, is for you, not
Mm,
against you. You know, it's one of the things that I was always thinking that, life is against me when stuff
mhm.
happened to me. And so if you can recognize that life is for you
Right.
and you can trust that this thing that's happening is going to actually work in your favor. You don't know how, but if you can in that moment trust, you will find that something good will come of it. And I'll share that a little story with you. So, first of all, recognize that life is for you, and there's going to be a point where you're going to have the opportunity to share your story. So, whatever mess you're going through, there's a message in it. And so, just right there in that moment as you're going through that thing, just say, okay, this is happening, but it's not against me. I'm going to have an opportunity to share this mess. Somewhere in this messiness, there's a message, right? So that gives you a chance to pause, from the constant default that something is, it's all against me, life is against me. And
Mm.
then second thing I would say, Lizzie, is to be able to reverse the fear from the fearfulness that the other shoe is going to drop and all hell's going to break loose, is to
Mhm.
say thank you, is to say
Mm.
thank you, thank you. You don't know what you're saying thank you for, but say thank you,
Right.
because you can turn life circumstances on their head when you say thank you. I
Right.
remember listening to Oprah Winfrey talk about a moment where she was being spoken of negatively in the media, and she got in touch with Maya Angelou to complain,
Mm.
so that Maya would provide sympathy. And Maya said to her, whatever it is that you're hearing from other people in the media, just say thank you. And she
Mm.
was really, she was confounded, confused. Why should she say thank you when she was being talked about negatively in the media? But by doing so, she was able to deflect the negativity. And
That's
I have
right.
found that to be the case. And if I can, I know we might be a little bit out of time, but I'll share
No,
one
it's okay.
quick
Nope, nope.
story.
Go on. There's no other time.
Okay,
We went through a
cool.
couple of interruption and we're in a roll, so please keep going.
Share a little. Okay, so here's a story from our my life with my husband. So it would have been in 2000, the end of 2015. We had moved to the US and we had been there about 18 months. And my biggest fear about moving to the US was that we would have some medical situation that would cost a lot of money. So imagine moving to this place, you're afraid that, you might not be able to pay for a medical situation, and the very thing that you fear happens. So it was the end of 2015. It was 3 weeks before Christmas. My husband had gone to jujitsu martial arts training, and he called me on the phone. I was getting ready for a coaching call with one of my clients, and he called me on the phone and he said, I broke my ankle. Now, my husband loves to joke. And so I said, are you joking? And he said, no, can you come and pick me up? So I said, yeah, I'm going to come and get you. I got off the phone, hung up, and I said, oh my God, the very thing that I feared about coming to the US is happening. Now, we didn't
Yes.
have any health insurance, right? We hadn't sorted that out. And so here we were. And I said, "Oh my God, the very thing I feared about coming to the U.S. is happening." And in the process of closing my eyes and just breathing, I heard it dropped into my consciousness to say thank you. And I just took a breath and I said, "Thank you. I don't know why. I don't
Mm.
know how this is going to work out, but I'm trusting you to work this out." And I have a faith, and I said, "I'm just trusting that this is going to work out." Scared as I was, I trusted the process. And would you believe it that he broke his ankle to the tune of 70,000 US dollars? That's what it was going to cost to have surgery.
Wow.
And yeah, and I was able to negotiate it down, believe it or not, Lizzie, to $2,000 that I was able to,
Now
we were
I'm
able to pay.
confused. How do you get to negotiate in United States
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
a medical bill? This is
yeah.
unheard of. This
A
is the first
medical
time I've
bill. Yeah, no, but Lizzie, you're correct. A lot of people, even in America, that I've shared this story with, they're like, no way. How did you do that? I not only negotiated it down to $2,000, but we were able to pay it in installments of $100 a month over 20 months. Believe it or not.
crazy,
In
crazy.
and in that time frame, he was off work for 3 months, and I took time out from coaching. And we weren't hungry, and we had more than enough. We were able to take care of ourselves. I, in that time, really aligned myself in terms of the work that I'm doing so that I'd be able to work with leadership, doing leadership coaching. It allowed me to get into schools, high schools, to do youth leadership empowerment speaking. I was able to reach hundreds of students and inspire them, not just in Florida, but also in Jamaica. I also got into businesses that I wouldn't have had access to as a result of having the chance to be away from what I normally did, right? I was able to realign myself. I did a John Maxwell leadership training program during
Wow.
that 3-month period. And it changed the trajectory of my business. It allowed me to have more impact. Even in Jamaica, being able to go back to my high school and not just speak to the students, but start offering scholarships to students. So my
Wow.
yeah, my impact has completely shifted just as a result of recognizing that this thing isn't it can't take me out. It
Right.
cannot be against me. So it must be for me. So thank
Hmm.
you. So
Wow.
just one big example from my life that I
That is
can say
incredible.
for a
That is
sure.
incredible. That is
This
incredible.
how
That is
thank you.
you just show us that whenever we encounter awful situations, big challenges, and big ordeals that you think that there is no way out, just by the fact that you acknowledge, and yes, I am going through that, life is for me, that God is not out to get me,
Yes.
that I have to go through this in order for me to learn something and or switch things around and take this opportunity for me to grow. And
Mm,
thank you for that. This is what you've done. And I think that if you're listening to us later on of this interview, this talk is not an interview with Lorna. If you've gone through, or if you are going through similar, and you think that there's no way out, this is I'm losing my home, my business is going bankrupt, I'm losing my job. How about you say, this is for me. I need to learn something from it. Thank you. And I've always been big. This has been my motto as well, Lorna. I hear you. I resonate with you because this is how I do every ordeal. And I've gone through similar, but we're not going to talk about me. This is your spot. I've been through similar situations, and it's true. The time that I thought there's no way that I can come out of, I said thank you. And at the time, I had more means from when I
Mm,
didn't have that ordeal. Things were,
yeah.
money was coming out of places that I had no idea that would come. So it is
Yeah.
so true for you to be able to acknowledge that
Yeah.
whatever you're going through is meant for you for some sort of growth, or take your attention from things that you to negatively focus in into something that you can grow. In your case, you've went back to Jamaica, you've been able to um, give back to your own community after you being there, and people knew you from them, and now and also take some your own workshops for you to be able to grow. So this is incredible. I love your story. I love what you've gone through, and I think somebody out there is going to be able to take this little nugget and hopefully grow from it and say, hey, this is going to help me. This is definitely going to help me.
Wow. Thank you so much, Lizzie. And I so love what you're doing. I resonate with you very strongly, and I can feel that we're kindred spirits, in terms of how you work. Absolutely. You're spot on all that you said. And I'm so thankful that you are doing what you're doing. You're having amazing impact. And thank you for allowing me to be part of your show today.
The pleasure and the honor is all mine. Again, everyone, if you are just coming across to this talk with Lorna, this is her book. You can see it on the screen. She will be in Toronto on August 10th at the Parkdale Hall in Toronto. The address is 1605 Queen Street. I will be doing my best to try to attend because I need to meet this person in live, hug and take pictures, and hopefully that also get a wonderful copy of her book. It's called Born to Rise, as you can see it on the screen. And if you have any um, if you resonate with this lady, and I know not everybody is for Lizzie, and Lizzie's not for everyone, and same with Lorna. Not everybody is for Lorna, and Lorna has one person that she can touch and she can communicate with and she can resonate. If you are that person, please connect with her. Her website is Lorna dot lornablake.com. Lornablake.com.
LornaBlake.com. That's correct.
Right. Yeah. Any last word, my friend? And again, I apologize for those interaction. Hopefully, um, didn't make any dent on this wonderful conversation that we're having right now.
I am so incredibly grateful that you've got this platform to allow us to talk and to share and to put a word out into the atmosphere uh, for your listeners and to provide a word of encouragement. And I say, even with the interruptions, that it's working for our good. So I say to all your listeners today, whatever it is that you're going through is part of your growth and it's working out for your good and there is light at the end of the tunnel. Don't ever give up. Know that that setback is your setup for a comeback. And I
Beautiful.
can't wait to hear your story. I can't wait to see you, to meet you. And if we don't meet, you can always, there's going to be other people that you're going to be able to impact their lives. And you may be able to say, I recall that show that I listened to a Lizzie show when I heard this woman talking. Because sometimes that's what
Yes,
happens.
it's so
Our
true.
lives touch each other in some really fascinating ways. And so I'm grateful for this time. And I trust that you recognize that you've got greatness within you. There is something great within you. And
Oh,
that is truly, truly special. And so you want to continue to
thank
cultivate
you.
and nurture that greatness. Thank
Thank
you so,
you.
so
No,
much.
thank you. And we were talking everyone behind the scene, and as soon as she opened her mouth, I knew I've known this person. It's like I've seen her. Maybe, maybe we didn't cross paths, but there's something about her that I know that I know her from my soul. So this is incredible. This is
Mm,
incredible to be able to connect through this way, and I'm pretty sure God has His ways and to connect people alike, mind like. So this is incredible.
agree.
Thank you so much, Lorna. We will keep in touch.
Sure.
We will be having your links throughout social media, especially Instagram. I talk. I post pretty much every day, and this is going to be wonderful. Thank you so much for being here, and I know you've
Thank you for having me.
traveled, you travel long distance, and you're still recovering on your jet lag there, but I hope you're able to get a little bit of rest, and we'll hopefully see you on August 10th. Thank
I
you.
look forward to it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're amazing. Many
You're,
blessings.
same
Chat
to
to you
you,
soon.
hon.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap, everyone. Hopefully, you're able to skip those little pauses, get to this. This is the end of it. Is the best part ever. LornaBlake.com is on our social media right now, and if you're able to make it on August 10th here in Toronto, for all of you that follows me through the social media, please do. I can sense it's going to be an incredible time, and I will try my best to make it. August 10th, Lorna Blake will be at Parkdale Hall in Toronto at 1605 Queen Street, and it's going to be fun. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon with another guest, and have an amazing day, and have an incredible blessing, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.